haters talking about.
What's up, family? Democratic presidential hopeful Marianne Williamson is calling for a spiritual awakening to occur in America. After launching her presidential 2020 campaign in Los Angeles January 28, she sat down with CNN's New Day to discuss the presidential election, and she called for $100 billion to be paid in reparations for slavery. Oh yeah, it's getting good now. We need a moral and spiritual awakening in the country, Williamson said. Nothing short of that is adequate to fundamentally change the patterns of our political dysfunction. I have a 35-year career in naming and transforming those dynamics. That's my qualification for the presidency. I like that. Bold and resolute. Williamson recommended, you know what? Let me stop calling her Williamson. Let's call her Marianne. Just for now, She ain't did nothing to get the vote yet, but she's going down the right path. She's going in the right direction, so let's call her Marianne for now. She recommended that the reparations be paid at a cost of $10 billion per year over a span of a decade. She also said that she recommends that the country spends millions more dollars on economical and educational projects to help the country. Another one of her platforms is that she is passionate about free college and universal background checks for gun owners. That's her platforms. Now, something I did not know about her was that she was a best-selling author and spiritual counselor for Oprah Winfrey. If she gets any type of traction, she may be tough to deal with that audience that Oprah has and the influence that she has. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. $100 million? Maybe get the hell out of here. That ain't enough. You're right, it's not enough. But it's a start. Because guess what? We got two front runners, possibly three, 2.5 black front runners who people are getting excited about. They ain't said nothing about reparations. In fact, they haven't even spoken on a black agenda, period. Why is that? I've heard some people say, well, they're running to be the president for all people, not black people. The only somebody who say that is bootlickers and the ones who benefit from black people being behind. Because you never hear any other group of people say, well, he or she's running for president for all people, not the Latinos. He's running for president for all people, not the whites, not the Asians. You never hear that. It's only when it comes to black people. Tell me why. Why do you think? Take a wild guess. And also take a wild guess on what you think the reparations should be if we were to receive reparations, or even just to put a number out there. What do you think a fair number is? I know 100 billion is far short, but like I say, it's a start for the conversation. I think the number should be in the trillions, easy, and I'm talking high trillions. For what the low-down, dirty, inhumane, evil shit America has done to black people over the years, that number needs to be in the high trillions. In fact, a lot of people out here who benefited from slavery, whose family had that wealth passed down, they need to forfeit it. All of it. They need to forfeit it. Yeah. They don't want to do that. They're scared of that. They'd rather have World War III before they have to forfeit ill-gotten gains. Now, I'll say this again, like I said this before, I say it again. We will complain that people aren't doing anything, and then when somebody puts forth an agenda, we shoot it down. Without even trying to get an understanding or trying to have some type of intellectual discourse, we just automatically just shoot it down. I say it's a start for the conversation. At least she put it on the table. How many others will not put it on the table? Y'all always talk about how politicians are crooked and politicians are that, and, they're just, they can't say this and they can't say that because if they say this, they won't get elected and blah, blah, blah. Well, here's a person that's saying, hey, this is who I am and this is what I believe in. Y'all always saying how they lie, whatever, and if somebody tell the truth or somebody at least put forth an honest effort to do right by you, then you got something to say about that too. So I'm going to see where this goes for now. But I also think that if they pay these reparations out, it should be in cash payments, and we should also receive land protected by the government. It should be federally protected land. Because let me tell you something. I don't trust these people, man. I don't trust them. I mean, like the past, for what they've done in the past and what they continue to do to this day. You can't just trust them. You can't just automatically ride with them. They're capable of anything. And I'm going to tell you something else. These reparations can come from a lot of these companies that benefited from slavery, including Aetna, who insured slaves. Bank of America and J.P. Morgan Chase made a fortune off the slave trade, using slaves as collateral. J.P. Morgan Chase used slaves as collateral and took possession of over 1,250 slaves from their owners after they defaulted on their loans. Think of what I'm saying, people. Think about what I'm saying. And there are many other companies out there, including universities that you guys know, like Yale. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put together a list of companies and universities that benefited from the slave trade. So if you didn't hear your name just now, be patient. I got you covered. See, around here at Willie D Live, we don't discriminate. Anybody can get it. No more talk.